Hey guys, okay, so this was supposed to happen yesterday and the video got all messed up because things didn't work like they were supposed to. So I deleted that video and we are starting over. So today we are moving a website and I'm going to close all of this stuff, move it out of our way so that we can work here. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the plugin Backupbuddy. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not. Backupbuddy is not a plugin you can get from WordPress. Backupbuddy is a plugin that you can get from me or from Backupbuddy, which is actually through iThemes. So you have to purchase it. It is not a free plugin. But we're going to get into all the cost and all that at the end of the video. So for right now, we're going to go in and we're going to go to the site where I am, the one I'm moving. So this is the site that I'm moving. I don't know why we're going so slow. Probably because I'm running the video. It's being a pain today. Alright, so we're going to go into the admin panel. Oh my gosh, what's really going on here? Go into the admin panel, please. Here we go. I've got a lot of stuff open, so that's probably why. Alright, so I've already installed Backupbuddy. You install it manually on your site, and what you would do is where you go to add new. To add a new plugin, you would go to upload plugin and choose the plugin file. Ooh, everybody's pictures. So I've already uploaded it, so there's no reason to upload it again, and it is right here. It has to be activated and it needs to have the license key installed. So all that's been done already. The site is built. I've got everything I want right here. You can see the site here. This is one of the easy peasy websites that I sell. So it's got everything in it. You can see we're going to move all of these pages and all of these things that are here. And what we're going to do is we're going to back it up to move it. But before we back it up, we're going to go to plugins, and I may have mine already off. I do. You're going to deactivate anything that is going to specifically use your link to make it work, like anything that's site specific. For example, anti-spam is preventing spam from coming to this site. It's already been assigned to it. You don't want that active when you back up. Same with Google Analytics dashboard. It is monitoring this site specific. Theme My Login is site specific. WordFence security, and you can even deactivate your cache. And the reason you're doing this is because when you transfer this over to the new site, you're going to reassign these things to the new site. So you don't want it to be confused when you're logging in, because it won't understand which site, and it may transfer and take you back to the original site to log in. So once you've done that, and I'm going to go ahead and delete both of these just because I don't need them in there, and you don't need to store backups either if you're using it, because that just takes up space on your server. So it's best to go ahead and get them out there. Plus, when it backs up, it's going to back up those backups as well. So I've turned everything off and I hit complete backup, and as you can see, it's running. You will see these little check marks as it gets through each stage of the backup. And when it's finished, it's going to give me a download button. So we're going to take that download, and we're going to show you how easy it is to transfer this completely finished site over to a new domain. Sorry, my phone was ringing. As you can see, this is running, and while that's running, I'm going to go ahead and show you that in DreamHost I have already set up the domain that I'm going to be using. So we're going to be using Easy Peasy Website So epw.techwithgrim.com is the domain we're going to be using. And then you need to set up an SQL database. If you don't know how to do this, if you have DreamHost, you just follow the instructions I'm using right here. If you have another host, you will need to check their information and their support files to find out where to create your SQL database. Keep in mind that not all hosts allow you the option to do this. Okay, so we're going to call this test database just for the purpose of what we're doing. And we are going to assign it to, we don't have it there, so we're going to create a new host name. It's going to be MySQL, and I just choose from the drop down here. You can choose whichever one. You can set up a brand new user, or you can use one that's already there. We're going to set up a new user just for the purpose of this. This is demo base, and the password is going to be easy peasy 101. Nope, that's just two. We'll capitalize easy peasy 101. That's good. Alright, and we're just making it simple so that I can show you easy peasy 101 what I'm doing as I'm doing this. Now you might want to put a comment here too. I'll let you know what this is, and I'm gonna put delete later because I know that I want to delete this later. So that's going to create the new oh wait, restore the database deleted before it gets purchasing container. There was an error creating database. Test database is already taken in our system. Okay, that one's already taken. We'll go easy peasy website test database test data. Alright, we'll try that. Bad username only contains letters and digits and underscores. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yes, I know. Easy peasy website, create demo base. Here, we'll add a number. Do you like that better? No. Username may only contain... Oh. It can't contain this. That's the problem. Sorry about that. Alright, database. Demo base 30. Alright, there we go. So now this is all set up and we have the information for it right here. And we're going to go back in and see if this backup has finished. Yes, all of our green check marks are there. So we're going to download this backup file. Now I already have a backup file that's here. So I'm going to, you can see the dates. We're going to have to look at the date when we go to do it. So that was the one from yesterday. Here's the one from today. You can see the date right there, 2018. So it's 6/9/2018. So we're going to save that. Now, the second thing we need to do, save is we need to go to this restore and migrate area that's over here on the side. And right here on the top where it says download import buddy PHP, you need to download import buddy. And you have to assign a password to this too. Easy peasy website 101 is what we're going to do to this one, just to keep everything simple. And we are going to override the one that's already there, is what I'm going to do. Alright. Now, the next thing you need is you need to be able to get access into your FTP. If you do not know how to do this, this is something you need to check with your host. I use FileZilla to get on. I use FileZilla for my FTP. It's up to you. It is a free program, but most hosts have an internal, and I'll show you real quick. They have a way in here to go to the web FTP if you're curious and want to use that. I'm sure your host has a way to get into the FTP as well. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that, and I hope it didn't. Okay, so let's go back to FileZilla, and you will see I've already got it pulled up. So there's easypeasywebsite.takewithgrim.com. There's nothing there except for the favicon. I'm going to upload these. We'll take a peek at this and make sure there's really nothing there. So here's the index of epw.takewithgrim.com. So you'll see there's nothing there. We've refreshed. All right, so now we're going to put this import buddy file here and this latest backup. And I'm going to go ahead and delete these two favicons because it's going to give you some, it's going to replace them when we put these in here anyway. So we need to give that a few minutes to upload. It will take just a minute, and while we're waiting on that to upload, I'm going to go ahead and gather up all of the information. So let me get a piece of paper and write this down. And you have your, what we're going to need is we're going to need this database information. So the database that we created was mysql.epw, this one right here, .takewithgrim.com. So mysql, and I'm going to copy and paste them. We'll stick them in a Trello board or on a notepad or something over here, just because I want to be able to quickly copy and paste them when it's time to enter them into what we're doing. So let me find a board that I can play on just a second. Here we go. And I can put this information here. Alright. FTP info, we're going to add this here, so the database is that, and then we're going to get the username, so let's find where we put it, EPW test data right there, and we use demo base 30, so we're going to go here and grab that username right here. And then we're going to grab the password right here so that we have that easy and ready to copy and paste. Alright, are we still uploading? We're still uploading. That hasn't finished yet. But we'll see that it's starting to change. It's at 27. We're looking for about 54. So give it just a few minutes. And what we're looking to do is completely move this entire site, everything, all the pages, everything that's on there. We want to move it to a new domain. You can move it to a new domain, you can move it to a new host. And of course, Backupbuddy, of course, works to just back up your site. If you needed to restore your site, you could just go here and go ahead and you have backups here, so you can database rollback, you can roll it back from there. You can set it up. Let me go into settings real quick. You can set it up to where it will email you notifications when it backs up. You can archive them. You can set up there's a area here where the quick setup wizard is, and you can run through that and it'll tell you everything you need to know. And now if you purchase my version, you won't have the stash option because those are for ones that purchase from Backupbuddy specifically. But you see you have plenty of other things. I just have it sent to my email, but you can send it to your Dropbox or your Google Drive or wherever you'd like to send it. We will go ahead and talk about pricing for a minute while this is uploading. So for pricing from Backupbuddy, theirs is $80. They say one site, but you actually get two because of you need one for a staging site. Oh good, it's already done. So that is $80 a year through them, and they give you a place to store your stuff, and they give you updates, and they give you a year of support. Now, I sell them for a little cheaper. Mine are $40 for a single site and $60 for a double site. And mine are lifetime because I purchased this gold before they made it the 1 year of updates. So I have unlimited. If you look at my account, it says it like expires in like 2037 or something. It's crazy. So purchasing from me is not going to get you the support from them. It means you'll get support from me. And it means you won't get the stash storage space. Or the way to sync the sites. I didn't think of that through there. But again, that's only 1 year and you have to keep paying it. So if you're interested in getting it from me, check that Team Trello board that we have. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I'll give you a peek real quick. And we'll do this real quick while this backup's running. So if you go here and you go to the Start Here menu, you can get Backupbuddy right there. So we have a single site and a double pack. It's up to you if you need one or two. Most people who are building sites build on one and then transfer to the other when they're done, or they play on one and build on another, or whatever. So 2 is usually ideal. Alright, so we're there. We've got everything we need, and now we're going to go into this Import Buddy. Now remember that password that we set up when we downloaded this, that Easy Peasy Website 101, and we're going to authenticate. Okay, so now we're going to tell it this is the backup that we want it to run. That's the one that we uploaded. So we're going to go ahead and restore the backup. Okay, so now we're going to move this database by putting in the information that we just stored from the other one. So if you remember, we wrote down that stuff. Actually, I put it in this Trello board. So let me go back and get it. Alright, so here we are on the Import Buddy screen, and we are doing the MySQL EPW. So that's going to go there. The database name, oh, we didn't get that. The database name is EPW test data, so we're going to copy that. Stick that in there. Make sure there's no spaces on these things that you're copying. See how that put a space at the end? That will affect whether or not it goes through. So make sure you put the right information there. And the password that you created. And then we're going to call the what the data stuff in the database is going to be named. Now I usually do WP EPW because it's an EPW site, but I have used different things. So there is that, and now no need to do anything else because there's nothing else there. This is completely clear, so we're going to hit next step. And yesterday's problem was we were going from an HTTPS to an HTTP site. They need to both be the same for best results. So here we go. We're going to hit next step. That tells it to change everything over. And now we're going to check. Okay, so now let's go on in here to the WordPress admin area. And we're going to log in using the same login you used on the other site. And you will see everything's back to the same. You will go in and reactivate your plugins, and then I recommend using Velvet Blues update URLs just to make sure that all of those URLs get updated. So I'm going to reactivate my login. I'm not going to go through and activate everything else because I haven't set them all up on this particular site yet. because it's just used for transferring. So now we're going to go under Tools and go to Update URLs, and we're going to put in the old URL, HTTPS was EPS, and then we're going to put in the new EPW is the new one, and we're going to say change all of these URLs, not that one, and update URLs now. And you can see it did 36 attachments. Now, if you're using Elementor, I have found that with Elementor, they also have a tool for changing the URLs, and I have found that this one will find stuff that Velvet didn't find, and Velvet will find things that this one didn't find. So I do them both. But if anything's not showing up, that's probably what the problem is the URL. But no, I haven't ever had a problem once I do both of these. So EPS.com and HTTPS EPW.tech. Now I'm using subdomains, but regular domains work just fine. Alright, and then you can see 50 rows were affected. So we're done with that, and we are done with this plugin. And you can remove it unless you plan to move the site again. But as you can see, the website is there. The pages are there. The images are there. The links work. Everything's all done. And that's how you move a site with Backupbuddy. They call it migration. I hope you found that helpful, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Bye guys.